ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं दैवी सरस्वती व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया। भगवते उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिके। श्रीमद्भागवतम Canto 1 Chapter 5 Text number 19 Narad's instructions on Srimad-Bhagavatam. न वै जनः जातु कथांचन आव्रजेत मुकुंद सेवी अन्यवत अंग संस्कृति स्मरण मुकुंद अंघ्रे उपगोहना पुनः विहातो इच्छेता न रसग्रह जनः न वै जनो जातु कथांचनं व्रजे। न वै जनो जातु कथंचना व्रजेन मुकुंद सेवे अन्यवद अंग संस्थितिम स्मरण मुकुंदांग उपगुहनम पुनर् विहातुमिच्छेन्न रसग्रहो जनः। न वै जनो जातु कथंचना व्रजेन मुकुंद सेवे अन्यवद अंग संस्कृतिम स्मरण मुकुंदांघ्र उपगुहनम पुनर् विहातुमिच्छेन रसग्रहो जनः। न वै जनो जाति कथंचना व्रजेन मुकुंद सेवे अन्यवद अंग संस्कृतिम स्मरण मुकुंदांग्र उपगुहनम पुनर् विहातुमिच्छेन रसग्रहो जनः। न वै जनो जातु कथंचना व्रजेन मुकुंद सेवे अन्यवद अंग संस्कृतम् स्मरण मुकुंदांघ्र उपगुहनम पुनर् विहातुमिच्छेन रसग्रहो जनः। न वै जनो जातु कथंचना व्रजेन मुकुंद सेवी अन्यवद अंग संस्कृतिम स्मरण मुकुंदांघ्र उपगुहनम पुनर् विहातुमिच्छेन रसग्रहो जनः। न वै जनो जातु कथंचना व्रजेन मुकुंद सेवे अन्यवद अंग संस्कृतिम स्मरण मुकुंदांग्रि उपगुहनम पुनर् व्यातुमिच्छेन रसग्रहो जनः न वै जनो जातु कथंचन ब्रजेन् मुकुंद सेवी अन्यवद अंग संस्कृतिम स्मरण मुकुंदांग्रि उपगुहनम पुनर् विहातुमिच्छेन रसग्रहो जनः न never why certainly janah a person jatu at any time kathanchana somehow or other abrajet does not undergo mukunda sevi the deity of the Lord anyavat like others anga oh my dear sansite material existence asmaran remembering mukund angri the lotus feet of the Lord upaguhanam embracing punaha again vihatum willing to give up ichheta desire na never rasagraha one who has relished the mellow janah person. My dear Vyas, even though a devotee of Lord Krishna sometimes falls down, somehow or other he certainly does not undergo material existence like others, fruitive workers, etc. Because a person who has once relished the taste of the lotus feet of the Lord can do nothing but remembering that ecstasy again and again. Please repeat. My dear Vyas, even though a devotee of Lord Krishna sometimes falls down, somehow or other, he certainly does not undergo material existence like others, fruitive workers, etc. Because a person who has once relished the taste of the lotus feet of the Lord can do nothing but remember that ecstasy again and again. Purport by Diwan Gesesi Bhakti Vedanta Swami. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. A devotee of the Lord automatically becomes uninterested in the enchantment of the material existence because his ras graha, or one who has tasted the sweetness of the lotus feet of the Lord Krishna. There are certainly many instances where devotees of the Lord have fallen down due to uncongenial association. Just like fruitive workers who are always prone to degradation. But even though he falls down, a devotee is never to be considered the same as a fallen karmi. A karmi suffers the result of his own fruitive actions, whereas a devotee is reformed by chastisement directed by the Lord himself. The suffering of an orphan and the suffering of a beloved child of the king are not one and the same. An orphan is really poor because he has no one to take care of him. But a beloved son of rich man, although he appears to be on the same level as orphan, is always under the vigilance of his capable father. A devotee of the Lord, due to wrong association, sometimes imitates the fruitive workers The fruitive workers want to lord it over the material world. Similarly, a neophyte devotee foolishly thinks of accumulating some material power in exchange for devotional service. Such foolish devotees are sometimes put into difficulty by the Lord Himself as a special favor. He may remove all material paraphernalia. By such action, the, the bewildered devotee is forsaken by all friends and relatives. And so he comes to his senses again by the mercy of the Lord and is set right to execute his devotional service.
In the Bhagavad Gita, it is said that such fallen devotees are given a chance to take birth in a family of highly qualified brahmanas or in a rich mercantile family. The devotee in such a position is not as fortunate as one who is chastised by the Lord and put into a position seemingly of helplessness. The devotee who becomes helpless by the will of the Lord is more fortunate than those who are born in good families. The fallen devotees born in a good family may forget the lotus feet of the Lord because they are less fortunate. But the devotee who is put into a fallen condition is more fortunate because he simply returns to the lotus feet of the Lord, thinking himself helpless or alone.
Sarvagya.
Pure devotional service is so spiritually relishable that a devotee becomes automatically uninterested in material enjoyment. That is a sign of perfection in progressive devotional service. A pure devotee continuously remembers the lotus feet of Lord Sri Krishna and does not forget him even for a moment, not even in exchange for all the opulence of the three ones.
ओम अज्ञानम तिमिरंधस्य ज्ञानांजन शलाकया चक्षुन्मीलितं तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टम स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्दे अहं श्री गुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्री गुरून् वैष्णवांस्य श्री रूपं साग्रजातं सगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजन सहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान् सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांस्य हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्ते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभान सुते देवी प्रणमाम्य प्रिय वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिंधुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिव सादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम राम। न वै जनो जात कथन चना ब्रजे मुकुंद सेवी अन्यवद अंग संसिते स्मरण मुकुंदांग उपगुहनम पुनः विहातु में छेन रस ग्रहो जना। हरे कृष्णा। So in this verse, Narad Rishi describing the glories of devotional service. Devotional service, such a powerful process of self-realization. Anyone who accepts devotional service and follow the process of devotional service, he comes on the platform. From that platform, he can relate Krishna in 5 different mellows. First he relates in Dasyaras, Sakhyaras, and Vasalyaras and Madhuriras. And the beginning of all the rasas is called Santaras. So these rasas are very, very important. If some devotee, if relishes this rasas, mellow of devotional service as a servant, as a friend, as a parenthood and conjugal lover, but still there are chances to fall down from the platform of devotional service. Therefore, Narad is explaining rasa graho jana. Those who are relishing the mellow of relationship with Krishna, jana means devotee, people. Sometime, maybe he falls down. It is very, very difficult. It is not possible to fall down from that platform. But it's possible also. If he falls down, he does not fall like a materialistic person, like karmis. He does not undergo severe suffering like karmis go. Because karmis fall down is they will not accept human form of life again. They have to accept animal form of life, any other form of life. They can become tree, plant, all these things. Any form, they have to suffer like anything. But when devotee falls down, he does not suffer like this. He does not go through other species of life. Bhagavad Gita describes Suchidam Srimatam Gehe Yoga Bhrasto Vijayate. Yoga Bhrasto, those who are fallen devotees, they have provided a facility by the Lord. Again, they take birth into devotee family or very rich family. They get a chance to start again devotional service. They don't go to animal kingdom or any other species of life. Mukund Sevi Anvad Sansiti. Mukund Sevi. Those who are serving, those who have served the lotus feet of Lord Mukund. Sansiti means they go down, they don't go down. They don't go completely down. They always remain on the same platform, even in next life. But those devotees had a special favor of the Krishna. So they are punished by the devotees. They are punished by the Lord. That punishment is great blessing for the devotees. Sometimes devotee when chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, reading Srimad Bhagavatam, hearing, and although relishing, when chanting they are dancing. How can you dance unless you get some pleasure? They are dancing and chanting and sometimes preaching. And they start big program also. Then amongst duty they chant and dance. And this material nature is very powerful. Sometimes they deviated, they leave devotional service. When they leave devotional service, all the time they are remembering. Explaining here, Bihatu Mechen. When they leave devotional service, Asmaran Mukundang, they remember how he was serving the lotus feet of Krishna, how he was collecting flowers, collecting donations, so many things for the service of Krishna. And especially how he was dancing and chanting in the association of devotee. They always remember this. Because Krishna gives special favor by punishing them. When they punish them, nobody supports them. Nobody supports. Family member, they are neglected by family member, other friends, relatives. So they don't have other means. They remember how I was enjoying Krishna's prasadam in festival, doing so many things. They always remember the service of Krishna. That is called greatly purifying for the devotee. When we remember the chanting, hearing, serving, how we were eating prasadam, how we were disrespected by devotee, they always remember their regret. They regret my little mistake. Knowingly I did mistake. I supposed to not do mistake. Because of my mistake, I fall down. So by remembering, they become purified. They remember purified. It's not that sometimes people ask question, why devotees suffering? Why devotees are suffering? So many you can see devotees become very sick, suffer so much. For Prabhupada explaining, devotees suffering and orphan suffering, both are not the same. Orphan is suffering due to his past deeds, and nobody taking care of orphan, nothing there. And devotee Srila Prabhupada gave example, orphan suffering or king's sons suffering. So king's sons, sometimes he also suffers like our orphan. But his suffering is not his suffering given by his father to correct him. So many people are looking after him. Because ordered by the king, that's why nobody come to help him. But he is watched by so many people. So his suffering means mercy of the king. Similarly, when devotee suffers, advanced devotee, that is mercy of Krishna. When devotee suffers, he does not do anything. He remembers in the heart all the time the service of Krishna, how he was serving the lotus feet of Krishna, how he was chanting amongst devotees, how he was releasing prasadam, and he remembers all the services what he was doing. And this service remembers of Krishna like a fire, like a fire. Just like fire burns all the fuel. Suchi sad bhakti deeptagni dagdha durjat kalmasa. So all the types of unwanted things, which is cause of fallen down, everything burnt into the ashes immediately. A devotee comes on the same platform. Therefore, fallen devotee should not be disrespected. Always respected, always welcomed. Because it is not impossible. Here, it is not impossible. People will not fall. No, this is possible in this material world. Everybody is fallen. Even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu prays in his Shiksha Ashtakam, I Nandan Tanuj Kinkiram, Patitam Mam Visme Bhavam Buddha, Kripaya Tava Pad Pankaj, Istri Dhuli Sadrisam Vichintana. O son of Nanda Baba, O Nandan Tanuj, Tanuj means son. I am your kinkir, means servant. I am servant, but I have fallen from your service in this material world. Although Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Supreme Personality of Godhead, he did not fall in this material world. He came to deliver all fallen people. He came to deliver. He is not fallen. He came to teach people how to attain again, how to go back home, back to Godhead, how to attain perfection in human life. So I Nandana Tanuj Pinkiram Patitam Mam Visame Bhavam Visam. This is not favorable situation, unfavorable. Where I am fallen, we are completely here in this material world. Our situation is not favorable, completely unfavorable. Anytime you can see, all the time unfavorable circumstances is going to happen. All the time. You cannot expect, just like Dan was here, he heard his aunt passed away. Unfavorable. Anytime. Visame. Bhavam Buddha. Bhav means the cycle of birth, death, old age, disease. This is ocean. This material world, the ocean of cycle of birth, death, old age, and disease. I don't have strength. Only you have power to pick us from the ocean. Nobody can do. No one can do. Even small things, small habit. We know this habit is very bad. But it is very difficult to live. unless we get a mercy of devotee and mercy of the Lord. It is not possible. But ultimately, we have to try ourselves. Then we get a mercy. So explaining here, Mukunda Sevi, or Samaran Mukunda Sevi Upaguhanam Puna. Upaguhanam means again embracing. Again they embrace devotional service. Let us speak of the Lord. Because they got a punishment. The material world, this conditioned soul must be punished. Always getting punishment. All the time we are getting punishment by material nature. Material nature has three dent. Always punishing. We are feeling we are enjoying. That is our ignorance. So, Vihatum Vichen Nasa Rasgraha. Especially very, very important. This verse Rasgraha. Those who are relishing, those who have developed a taste of devotional service. Taste of devotional service means taste of chanting, taste of hearing, taste of serving to the devotee. That is a great test when we serve the devotee. So when we develop the taste of serving the devotees, taking care of the devotees, cooking for devotees, that is not ordinary things. So when we have developed this taste, we remember all the time. When we remember, we become purified. Again we come back on the path of the spiritual life. Then there is no question of again deviation. Because we have experienced, we left Krishna service, how much we suffered. Devotee realize. Karmis, they don't realize. They think suffering like a little bit suffering reduced, they feel very happy. Devotee knows here nothing will be there, only suffering, this material world. And devotee is such a way, while living in this material world, they don't suffer like karmis. That is all of Krishna's special favor. Devotee, those who are chanting, even beginners, forget those who are advanced devotee. Those who are beginners, they don't suffer like others. Beginners. Forget about those who are very advanced devotee. For advanced devotee, there is no suffering. Devotee's suffering is soche tatha vimukh chetasa maya sukhaya brahmam. Explaining, devotee Prahlad Maharaj says, I am suffering because I am seeing this conditioned soul bereft of your devotional service due to maya sukha, because they are enjoying with material happiness. So devotee suffers only how people are suffering in the life of material nature. Well, this is devotee suffering. Otherwise, why devotee will suffer? Because devotees are not on the material platform. Their action is not material. Everything is spiritual. Sometimes people ask question, how to balance? They want to balance material and spiritual. Both has complete different nature. So how can you balance? But question supposed to be, how can I, all material thing, how can I spiritualize? This should be question. Not we have to enjoy material life, same time enjoy spiritual life. How is it possible? Question should be how to spiritualize all our material activities. All activities, everything can be spiritualized. Nothing material in this material world. When separate from Krishna, that is called material. When we engage in the service of Krishna, that is called spiritual. Nirbandha Krishna sambandha. Yukta vairagya uchyate. When we engage in the service of Krishna, then called material. So main point in this verse, devotional service is very powerful process. Even those who are fallen, very easily can be lifted by the process of devotional service. And those who are practicing, they were practicing on the platform of test. on the platform of Ruchi test. Somehow or other, if they leave devotional service, still they never forget. They always remember. They remember. That is Krishna's special favor. How they remember? When they get punishment, when they suffer. When they suffer, by the Krishna's arrangement, they suffer. Therefore, devotee suffering is arrangement of Krishna. Karmic suffering is arrangement of material nature. They suffer due to their past deeds, they suffer due to their present deed, present work, present deeds. A devotee's past deed is finished, one, and present time devotee they never perform any karma. They perform only devotional service. No karma for devotee. So where is question of suffering? But they suffer because they, when they deviate from the path of devotional service, they suffer due to arrangement of Krishna. And that suffering is greatly purification. Then again, they revive their Krishna consciousness and they perform staunch devotional service and they go back home, back to Godhead. Hare Krishna. Any question, any comment? Yeah?
How should a devotee embrace the suffering?
No. Devotee, those who are in advanced devotee, they feel this is mercy of Krishna. Those who are neophyte devotee, they lament. How His Holiness Jayapataka Maharaj, he was giving lecture in Dallas. He is telling, I am very happy. Although I change my kidney, I change my this, I change my this limb, but still I am very suffering. Sorry, I am very happy. How he was telling? He was not blaming. Because suffering gives chance to the devotee to remember Krishna more and more. That is for advanced devotee. Neophyte devotee, they should not embrace suffering. It is described in Chaitanya Bhagavat. When we see devotee are suffering, advanced devotee, we understand he is full of bliss. He is full in bliss, completely blissful. Aim of devotee to always remember Krishna, never forgets. If suffering reminds me Krishna, that is not suffering, that is happiness. Our aim is to remember all the time Krishna. If happiness becomes cause of forgetfulness of Krishna, that happiness is great suffering for the devotee. If suffering becomes cause of remembering Krishna, that suffering is very nice for the devotee. They like to embrace suffering because they will remember Krishna. That's why Mother Kunti, she is speaking, Vipatah Sasutah Partha Tatta Tatta Jagat Guru. Oh Lord, I want again so much suffering. Because when we were suffering, you were with me, with us. When my children became the king, emperor, now you are leaving us. That is great suffering for us. Punarbhav darshanam. If I remember you all the time, we are not going to take birth again in this material world. That is called. That's why devotee, those who are very advanced devotee, they don't fear of suffering. They feel, oh, if I remember Krishna, that is goal of life. Clear? Thank you. Any other question? You have question? We can stop. Granth Srimad Bhagavatam ke liye. Sri Prabhupada ke liye.